Hello friends, Tanya here with day 15 of the Spellbinders 2025 Crafty Advent Calendar. Let's open day number 15. It's another kind of square shaped window, and they really are good at making us guess. It looks like our product today is something that is fish bowl shaped with a cute little goldfish. And it looks like it's a die set. Doesn't look like a very complicated one, which that is really fun. We'll cut this out and put it together here quick. Ooh, I love this goldfish. He is so cute. Could be a betta fish too if you colored it differently. Now I'm going to take this little backer that goes behind the eye, and I added a little bit of black alcohol marker to it. I had cut it out because it cuts out at the same time as the fish, the body die. And it's pretty easy to add just a little bit of alcohol ink, or you could cut it out of black cardstock, whatever works for you. I am going to adhere a slightly darker body, so the fins and the tail and the head are the lighter quantity, and that goldfish was super easy to put together. Now for the fishbowl, I don't know if the way I'm putting it together is how it was intended, but that's how we're doing it. So I took my blue piece, and I had taken a second piece and cut it out with this speckly iridescent cardstock that I have in my stash. And I had cut the outline of the fishbowl with a holographic cardstock, again from my stash. And with that second piece adhered behind the bubbles, at least part of the bubbles, it's creating a nice background behind the rest of the fishbowl. You could leave that blank. I'm going to trim off a little bit of this so I can take this scrap of the holographic cardstock and cover that last bubble. Now that everything is adhered down, I'm just going to take my scissors and very carefully try to trim under that rim of the fishbowl to make that fit perfectly. Next, we're going to adhere our fish inside our fish bowl, and it looks like he's blowing bubbles up to the front top of the fish bowl. Next, we're going to take this. Oh, this is one of my favorite watercolor colors. It is called Aussie Red Gold, and it has red, yellow, gold, all of those glowing components. It's just a really beautiful, rich color that has a lot of depth and variation. I just love this color. Sorry. Have I mentioned I'm really into my watercolors lately? I thought it matched the goldfish really well. So that was the look we're going for there. And since we've got so much shimmer and shine going on, we're going to pull out the Spellbinders and Yasatomo watercolor mixing set. Yes, I know I wrote the name of Yasatomo incorrectly on my label, and one of these days I will actually fix it. I had taken that and created a slurry with that pearlized watercolor mixing paint and colored that whole strip. Now we're going to trim this down to 1 5/8 inch. It's just a smidge over 1 1/4 to fit in our embossing folder pattern. I'm going to line this up in our embossing folder, and then we're going to use our Scout using the platform recommendations for a simple embossing folder. Now I don't cover the entire embossing folder because I don't want to get any creasing on the end from the end of the folder, because we want to make this long enough to fit on a mini slimline card. Now I'm going to put it back in our folder, get the grooves to match back up with the previously embossed portion, stick it back in our machine, but again lining up the edge of that top plate above the area that has already been embossed. And there we go, a perfectly embossed, longer than the embossing folder piece. We'll trim this down to 6 inches because that's what we need it to be for our mini slimline card, and it goes really cute. Next, I dug through my stash and I found the Beneath the Bubbles Glimmer of the Month from August of this year. And I had a panel that I'd already ink blended and foiled with some, I think that is the speckled prism foil. And I'm going to trim this down to 6 by 3 inches. Then we'll take this piece and we'll use that as our matting behind our embossed panel and our cute little goldfish in its fishbowl. I added extra pieces of cardstock behind that for extra stability and a little extra height on our card front. And then I am just making sure I got glue all the way to the edges, and we'll adhere that to our 6 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch mini slimline card. I have an extra piece of cardstock behind this embossed panel. It is watercolor cardstock already, so it's a little thicker to begin with, but again, I just really like that a little bit of extra height. I'm using my T-square ruler to make sure that I have put this strip down straight, and apparently I did. Once that's adhered, we're going to take our fishbowl and adhere that to the embossed panel. I'll set my heavyweight acrylic block on top of this to hold it in place to dry nicely while I prepare to do the sentiments. We're going to use a sentiment from one of the earlier days stamp sets, and this one says, "I'm here for you." I'm using my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink to stamp on a piece of heavyweight white cardstock scrap. And I'm going to stamp 2 or 3 times to get a really nice solid inking because I'm going to heat emboss this also. I want there to be enough ink to grab plenty of the clear embossing powder to give us a nice, crisp, raised, shiny sentiment. Just going to use my heat tool here to melt all of that embossing powder until it's nice and raised and shiny, checking to make sure there isn't any granular look to it. Next, we'll use one of the Precision Layering A2 Set A smallest dies to do some partial die cutting to get this exactly the length I would like. That frames it up quite nicely. I did add a little bit of extra cardstock behind it, and then we'll pop it onto the front of our card, making sure it's nice and straight. Next, we're going to take a scrap of that cardstock that I had colored with the Aussie Red Gold watercolor and the watercolor, the Pearl watercolor mixing color, adhered that down, and then we're going to take a sentiment from the Clear Stamp and Die of the Month from August 2025. I think it says Paper Splash is the name of that stamp and die set. There are coordinating banner dies for these sentiments, not for each sentiment, but a banner die that'll cut each of these sentiments, but I decided to go direct to paper. It says it's okay to float a while. And that completes the card for day 15. I had a lot of fun playing with all of my fishy supplies. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done that. Leave me a comment. I always love to hear what you have to say, and check that description box below for a link to all of the products that I used today. Until tomorrow, here are a couple more videos I thought you might enjoy. Bye-bye.